Yes, sir. It's personal bill time, man. Y'all know when I make a bill, I like to give you guys a bill. And y'all know it's no money spent, man. So if you're still spending money on bills, I mean, nothing wrong with it. Do what you do, but I just don't think it's worth it at this point. So all my bills are no money spent, and it's been like that for a minute. So with this bill right here, I wanted to recreate my 6-7 small ball 5. I really like the bill. It's just some things on the bill that I wanted to change to kind of fit my play style a little bit more. So I decided to recreate the bill and give the bill a little bit more of what I like to do, and we'll get into it. But choose the hand of your choice and the jersey number of your choice. Let's get it, man. As you can see, we're going to center position, 6-7. It's an undersized center. I like speed. I like quickness. I like being able to do things that guards do at the center position, so it can make me versatile. This bill can go out to 1 through 5 with no problem. Okay, so if you get switched on the guard, you good. If you on the center, which you will be on the center, you good. Okay, you just gotta know what you're doing. Now this bill is not for people that don't know what they're doing. You gotta know what you're doing. All right, 6'7", 249 on the weight. We had to take the weight up a little bit to get our rebounding, and I didn't like that, but you know, it's cool. It is what it is with that. But we're gonna use the 7-foot wingspan. So my last build, it only had an 83-point shot, and I was shooting good with that build. And this build right here does have a 83 3-point shot. But let's get into it. Now you're gonna need some cap breakers for this build. If you don't have cap breakers, then you can't make the build like this. Now with the close shot, it did go up to a 71. So we're just gonna leave that right there. I really should have gotten it to a 73, but I just left it at a 71. With one cap break, I can get it to a 74 if I want to, but we're not worried about that too much. With the drive and layup, that did go to a 71 as well. So we're gonna leave that right there. Now with the drive and dunk, we took it to an 86, and we're gonna add 3 cap breakers to that and get that to 89. Okay. So that right there is something that I wanted on this build, because my last build only had a 80 on the driver dunk, and it's cool, don't get me wrong, but with this 89 driver dunk I would have on this build, it's way better. Okay, so we're gonna get some contact dunks, and we're gonna get that posterizer. Now with the standing dunk, y'all know me, I love standing dunk, so I did take my standing dunk to an 81 for this build. If you have enough, if I get enough cap breaker, like if I hit vet 2, I'll be able to get like 3 more cap breakers, so I can get my standing dunk up a little bit more if I wanted to. But it can go to a 90. Let me make sure. 80, 81, 84, 86, 88, 90. So with 4 cap breakers, I can get that to a 90 if I wanted to. That would be really good too. But the 81 is getting the job done right now. Now, y'all know I like post scoring. So my last build didn't have post scoring. So with this build, I wanted to make sure that I had some post scoring. So I took the post control to a 63, and then I just added 5 cap breakers to that to get my post control to an 87. That's something that I wanted for me. You may not want that, but that's something I wanted for me. So I took it to a 63 on the post control, and then I add 5 cap breakers to get it to an 87, and that will give me what I was looking for with the post control. Now we move to the shooting. So with a 3-point shot, we took that to a 62 because we're going to add 5 cap breakers. Once again, we need some cap breakers, so we're going to add 5 cap breakers to the 3-point shot, and we're just going to get the mid-range shot to a 60 because that's what you need to even add the cap breaker. So a 60 on the mid-range, 62 on the 3-point shot, and with 5 cap breakers, you can get your midi up to 69, like a 73. Okay, if you want to do that. Okay. But we ain't worried about mid-range shooting. If I get in the paint, I'm trying to dunk, or get in the post and do a post move or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It would have been it could have made the build better, but I didn't focus on that. That was my focus with this build. Now with the free throw, we did take that free throw to a 71. So 70 is kind of the sweet spot in my opinion on the free throw. 65 is cool, but 70, you have a little bit more confidence. Now, let's go to the playmaker. So, with the pass accuracy, I did take that to a 76. I want this build to at least have silver badges on the passing. We got silver diamond, silver break starter, silver versatile, visionary, so you can make some decent passes. Because I handle the ball a lot when I play on this build. Like I play with random, I get the rebound. I like to walk the ball up the court with this build sometimes. If your build is capable of doing that, then that's fine. Sometimes you have to do it when you're playing with random because they try to sell you out, and that's how you slow the game down a little bit, and take the ball out of the person's hand that's selling the game. So, that's what I like to do sometimes. But if the team need me to run point guard, I run point guard with this build because I can make it happen. Okay, now with the ball handle, we're going to take that to an 86. Okay, we got silver badges on the playmaker when it comes to ball handle, so I really like that about this build. Now the speed with ball, I did take that to a 75. We can get it to an 80 if we want to with 5 cap breakers, so that's something I'll leave up to whoever, create the build. If you want to change that and, do some different things with the build, I totally understand, but I just took it to a 75 and I just left it right there. Okay, now with the defense, we're going to take the interior defense to a 74. I think that's decent. If you want an 82, take it to an 82. I got a 74, and I protect the paint like my life depending on it with this build. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I get a lot of chase down blocks. It's just not sweet in the paint, man. Don't get it twisted, But when I go against a bigger build, they kind of give them the advantage because they're taller or whatnot, and they get some standing dunks pretty easy. But it's not going to be a walk in the park with this build. So you're gonna have to work for every point that you get, in my opinion. Okay. Now with the perimeter defense, we're gonna take that to an 85. That does give us some good perimeter badges. Like I said, we could play 1 through 5 with this build with no problem. So with an 85 perimeter defense, you can go out the perimeter with no problem. Any center that you go against, they're probably going to pick up that dribble when you make that contact with them. So that's a good thing too. Now with the steal, we did take that to an 85 as well. You can get the steal to a 91 if you wanted to, but we just left it at 85, and I could get a lot of steals with that. Now with the block, we're going to take the block up to an 82. And we just added 1 cap breaker and got it to an 84. Okay, so we'll have silver paint patroller, and we got silver high flying denier with this build. So you will be able to block a lot of shots, and I did max my high flying denier to gold, I think. Okay, now with the rebound, we're going to take the offensive rebounder to an 80. And the defensive rebounder, we took that to an 84, and then we add 5 cap breakers to that to get it to a 92. Once again, you need those cap breakers. Now with the speed, we're gonna take that speed to a 80. We got an 86 speed. That's the strength. Oh, the speed is an 83. I'm tripping. Speed is an 83, but we can get it up a little bit higher, and the agility is an 80. So that's what we end up having to take a hit on the speed a little bit. But keep in mind, if you got an 83 speed and the center got a 60 some speed, you should be running past them with no problem. Okay, now with the strength, we did take the strength up to an 86 out the gate. So 86 strength is going to give us that post powerhouse on goal. Once we get we got the post control. I'll show you my build. But we got an 86 strength on the build, and we're going to put the rest on the vertical with an 83. And he jumping out the gym too. So I really wanted to get it to an 88. But, it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get to the shades up. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now, we got Bam Adebayo, we got Wes Unseld, we got Jared Allen. And I gave the bill of LeBron James face creation. So, y'all gonna see the bill. I'm like, man, that ain't LeBron James. Look, that's the face creation right there. But we got a ball hawk and blow by slasher. Me personally, the bill don't have no weakness once we put everything up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, to the cap breaker. So, like I said, this is my build. This is the way that I made it. It's the things that I want for this particular build, and I'll show you my build right now. I'm not going to show you the cap breaker for this build because it's empty. So I'll show you my build, my actual build. Okay. Y'all see I got a lot of builds, but here it is right here. As you can see with 93, no money spent. I didn't even see when I created the build. Let me see when I created this build. Oh, I had got 50,000 VC from 2K2. They gave me 50,000 VC at the spin. I created the build on the 16th, okay, and today is the 25th, and I'm a 93 overall already. So as y'all can see, we no money spent, man. I ain't spending no money on VC. So this is what I have right now. I'm a 93 overall. As you can see, I got 1 cap breaker available, but I need 1 more when I hit level 40. So we almost at 40. We at like 34. Okay, so we almost at 40. We'll get that cap breaker, and then we'll put that on the driving dunk. So I need 2 more for the driving dunk, and I'll be at 89. Or I can just leave it at 87 if I want to, but I'm gonna put it to an 89 so we get the other set of contact dunks. Now I have a lot of cap breakers. Okay, so I put one cap breaker on the driving dunk. Okay, and I'm gonna put 2 more on there, get it to an 89. That'll be 3. We put 5 on the post control, so that's 8, and we got the post control to an 87. As you can see, from a 63. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot, in my opinion. So that's 8 cap breakers right there we'll need. We put 5 on the 3-point shot, okay, and that's 13. So we got that to an 83, right? We didn't add anything to the playmaking. As you can see, we added 5 to the rebounding. As you can see, well, now I go back to the 3. We added 3 right there instead of 5. So we did 3 because we got the specialization, the shooting specialization on this build. As you can see, that's what we got for this build. So we did 2 specialization and 3 on the regular. So that's, instead of being 13, we just take away 3, so it's actually 10. Okay, so 5 on the post control, 3 on the driving dunk, and 3. I'm tripping. 3, 5, 8, and 11. I'm sorry. We put 11 total. Okay, if we do it the way that I'm doing it, and then we put 5 on the rebound, so that's 16, and then we did 1 on the block, so that'll be 17. Okay, and that's what we got for this particular build. And once I hit vet 3, I mean, I'll be able to do a little bit more with the build, but that's what I wanted with this particular build. And let's see where I'm at on the rep. I'm at 4.3, so I might hit that before the year is out, and I get 3 more cap breakers or whatnot. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, ever since I hit vet 1, I've been getting VC every day. Like, I've been getting VC every day, and one of the days they gave me 50,000 VC, so I was able to get my steal and perimeter up for this build with that 50k VC. And I just go do the Street Kings every day with all my builds, and I got a lot of builds, so I do Street Kings every day for all these builds. So that's, I say 900 per build. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bill. So that 900 VC times 14. So that's 900 VC times 14. So that'll be 12,600 VC if I do it like that. If I get 900 VC per bill, that's the amount of VC I get every day from these bills. That's in the Street King, and then I go over to the open court and do the same thing. So that's how I get my bills up, you know what I'm saying? Or you could do the out of bounds, and then you can go through that and get VC like that. But yeah, this is my build, man. I hope you guys are blessed out there, man, and I'm out of here. Chat.